Hey, it's me, Team Farrell, or Tom Busley, whatever you prefer, back from 3D Skill with a new small update for the Windows plugin for Cinema 4D. The Windows plugin is a procedural Windows maker for Cinema 4D with a lot of functionalities and Windows types. First of all, I have to mention something. The support for R19 and R20 version of Cinema 4D will end now. This is I will no longer support both versions. This is the final update for those versions, and we will focus in the future on newer Cinema 4D versions. But you will still be able to purchase this legacy version for R19 and R20 in the future as legacy, so to say, version, but new functionalities and the future updates will only focus on from R21 up to the latest version of Cinema 4D. I will try to maintain R21 as long as it is possible for me, as long as the effort is not too great. Okay, let's head over to this figure here. These are the small, is a list of the small updates here. This is basically just the bug fix update. There's only one functionality which applies to UV mapping here. So first of all, we can see the first thing was a bug fix in the corner window. There was a limits issue. When we head over to Cinema 4D, we can see here the corner window. So in older versions, when the sim parameter was not checked here, then it was not possible when you had more segments here. It was not possible to determine here the width exactly, so it stops here anyway here, and it was a little bit awkward and restricted. There was a wrong limitation here, so this is now fixed. And this is only also fixed in the version R19 and R20. The next feature was the create instance. Here there was a bug here. There was the instance did not inherit the matrix of the window. So when we head over to Cinema 4D, we can see when the window was somewhere here in the 3D space and rotated, for instance, and you click the create instance, then the instance still was in the center of the world. So now it inherits exactly the positioning. It's basically the same as you would use here the instance if you create an instance here. And also it creates here, when you click that button, a render instance, so it's better for the performance. So when you have a lot of windows, then it is better for the performance as it would be with normal instances. But be aware, if you want to snap maybe something to the instanced window here, then it's not possible when you are with render instances. This is only possible with when it's set to instance. Then you can here snap to the points of the object. So sometimes you need that as well. Take that into account. The last thing here in the list was the new UV mapping for sills and bars. They received now an improved UV mapping. So when we head over to Cinema 4D and we had a look here to the Windows sill, for instance, the UV mapping is improved now. And here's the sill. We drag that onto sill. And now you can see it's a much better UV mapping here than it was before. So in the previous versions, the UV mapping here was correctly on top, but on the side it was shrinked. So it was not possible to fix that with this parameters. So now I implemented a custom box mapping algorithm here, because UV mapping in a plugin is very difficult. So it's basically not so easy. And so I was forced to implement my own box mapping thing here. The same goes for the bars here. They received also the same UV mapping here. So it is a little bit improved here. Yeah, especially for the star. It's in the in previous versions, this was a little bit awkward here. So now it is basically a front mapping or a cube mapping thing here. It's not perfect, but it's much better than before. Yeah. And star grid, so it looks much better now. Yo, these 3 things were fixed and updated, and I hope you had fun, and we see us later, and yeah, wish you a nice day.